And welcome back to another episode of Jason's Game Room, the only podcast here on YouTube that talks about everything gaming, from board games to video games to dice games to CCGs. I talked about Pog. You know it. You were there. You saw it. You heard everything. If it has anything to do with the world of gaming across all of its genres, it's going to be on this show, and you're going to want to find out what I'm talking about every damn week. So don't go anywhere. Stay on this channel. Listen, learn, laugh. God, I sound like a bloody infomercial right now, don't I? Anyways, today's show is a bit of a mishmash of topics in regards to gaming across the genres because I'm going to be answering some questions I've come across as well. So bear with me on this because I'm going to be moving around a lot. And one of the first things I want to tackle is people out there who ask me if there's any such thing as having too many dice. And by dice, I mean D&D dice, anywhere from a D3, D4, up to a D20. There is no D3. I just made that one up to see if you were paying attention. So pay attention. In my humble opinion, as someone that's been gaming for many years and has a whole bag of dice, and if you've paid attention to my other show, The Basics, you've seen my Crown Royal bag full of dice, and I don't care if you think I'm a drunk because the Crown Royal bag is the best thing to keep your dice in, so shut up. No, there's no such thing as having too many dice, and sometimes we don't buy them for the express purpose of using them in Dungeons and Dragons or other mediums such as Magic the Gathering or anything that requires dice. We just buy dragon dice because they're cool. I mean, seriously. Any dice that come in as many patterns and colors. I've got a glow-in-the-dark set. I've got a translucent set. I have a set that looks like it was made from stone in a castle. Dragon dice, D&D dice, whatever you want to call them, they're just cool. If you see a set of dice, or if you're like me, and you go to your local gaming store and he's got dump bins of random dice, you just make up your own set. Why not? You're going to be paying less than $1 a die. Sometimes you can get they'll give it to you for 50 cents. Grab a handful, make up your own set or two and add it to your collection. Dice are probably some of the cheapest gaming materials you can buy and just have fun with. You can do anything with dice. You can stare at them. You can roll them and make up combinations and come up with your own games. You can use them for magic, like I said, and other stuff. No, there is not any such thing as having too many dice. If you see a set of dice you like, buy them, add them to your collection, and love them like your little child. That's getting a bit too extreme, but anyways, no, it's true. I've bought random sets. I've bought some from dump bins. I've bought some online from China because they were $2 with free shipping. I'm going to turn down 7 translucent dice for $2 with free shipping. I don't care where it comes from. Keep buying dice. Don't ever stop buying dice. The next item I want to talk about, and I have been asked, and this has mainly been asked in the comment section on my other show as well as a Facebook group, and that is in regards to what the schedule and what tournaments of CCGs will look like as early as next year. You can forget about 2021 for most tournaments. Pretty much everything is canceled right through to the end of the year. That being said, you can still go to local card and comic shops. There is still Friday Night Magic and Monday Night Star Trek CCG for the stores that do them, as well as Pokemon and whatever. There is going to be a limit on the number of people inside, and yes, we still have to wear all these stupid masks if you're going to go do that, unfortunately. But as it stands right now, major tournaments for any of the major card games are off the table for the rest of the year. I've covered this on previous shows, how there are ways around this, but the major companies and the sanctioning bodies just don't seem to care. They are very confusing as of late because they push their CCGs and they keep telling us to have fun, but they cancel the tournaments even though it has been suggested that tournaments could still go on actually quite easily. And a lot of the venues can be either expanded or the tournaments can be pushed into larger venues and you can have tables more spaced out. You can even hold outside events, which I've suggested maybe just putting up tents so that the wind, or a yurt, Remember yurts? Those round things that look like small houses? Yurts are cool if you're a hippie. But no, they'll work for a CCG tournament outside if there's, as long as several of the walls are opened up, you can get airflow. I don't see a problem. But anyways, companies like Wizards of the Coast and the Continuing Committee, they just don't want to sanction anything because they're all scared. It's the chicken shit syndrome I've talked about in other mediums, not so much on this show, but you get the gist. So don't count on any major tournaments or any sanctioned events, at least until 2022. Hopefully we'll get back to normal then, because just before the pandemic hit, I was about to go to a Magic tournament, my first one in many, many years, because I've been putting decks together for the past couple of years, and then this all happened. It's like, well, shit, now I can't really go anywhere, and I don't have the time to go to Friday night Magics because I work 2 jobs and I'm tired at night, so leave me alone. The other question, probably one of the last things I'm going to get to on this show, is my opinion on the PS5. And anyone that knows me knows I have a little bit of an issue with the way Sony does business in regards to releasing new platforms. Yes, they usually go 7 years in between each platform. But there was that little incident with the PS3 when they said, okay, we're not going to release a new console within a year. This was about 8 months before the PS4 was announced. They said, because of the technological advancement of the PS3 and the fact that there's so many games and it's already ahead of its time, we're going to extend its life by another 5 years and then bring out the PS4 after it's developed even better. And a lot of us thought, okay, so we don't have to put money into a new system within the next 2 years or less. We got another 5 years of PS3 and online gaming and networks. And then they said a short time later, hey, guess what? The PS4 is coming out. Well, shit. Some of us don't have the money to be dropping on these $500 plus consoles. And that's another problem with the PS5, I might add, is the fucking price. And yeah, I'm swearing and I can't help it. The audacity of manufacturers like Sony and Xbox to push the prices, because they know a lot of the diehard gaming rejects will just go out and plunk money, because a lot of them live in their parents' basements. And if you're offended by that, I'm not sorry, because people in that, I'm going to say, cluster are responsible for pushing the prices of consoles and games up over the years and making it generally unaffordable for the rest of us. We're on PS5 now. I still only have a PS3. I have no intention of going past my PS3 because there are still too many games for my PS3 that I enjoy, that I play every so often. And plus, I am not a rich man. And even if I did have that kind of money, I am not going to go plunk it down on a video game system. There are more important things I can buy with it. It's getting out of hand. And while I think the PS5 is an interesting advancement, and I've seen some gameplay from it, I still think that, why do we need this every 7 years or less now? They're probably going to speed it up. If Sony and Microsoft start going the Apple route, where it used to be about new technology and the betterment of society, and now it's just cheap plugging products that are coming out less than a year apart just so they can make more money off people that are too stupid to know any better but then line up for it. That being said, the only thing I lined up for was the classic NES Mini, which I didn't end up getting because nobody told us that there was a limited number at each store. We didn't know that. And they only had 20 and I was number 21, so fuck that. I hate that. That's one of the reasons why I don't go to EB Games anymore. I'm getting off topic. The PS5 looks good. The gaming looks good. I've seen gameplay. I like some of the titles that have come up with it. They're games I might want to play. But like I said, the price and the fact that Sony keeps lying to people, I don't like that. I don't like being lied to, especially when I was so heavily invested in the PS3 and I bought the camera. I was about to buy the Move. I had spent actually a decent buck, not the top of the line, mind you, but I spent a decent buck on a headset for online gaming because I was big on online gaming. I just think Sony they exasperate me. That's the only way I can put it. They exasperate me. They want consumers' money, but they don't listen to us. We even said when they mentioned that, yeah, we don't want to spend money on another system. Extend this one. Sweet. Did they listen? No, of course not. Multi-billion-dollar company. Why would they listen? They don't listen to what you want. They tell you what you want, even if you don't want it. It's as simple as that. I will not mince words. It is the truth. Anyways, that's all I wanted to cover on today's show. Thank you for tuning in, as you always do. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. You want to swear back at me? I'm cool. I'll do that. If you agree or disagree, also cool. So, yeah, go for it. And everybody have a great day. And don't forget to game on!